Now let's talk about annuity reviews. I talk to several people every week who feel they were duped into buying an annuity and now are left feeling trapped and upset by long surrender periods, high fees, and usually low returns. Now, this doesn't mean that in general, annuities are a bad product. Usually, the person who sold it barely even understood what they were offering and just wanted a fat commission. Where I can help is at no obligation or cost. I can analyze your annuity and see if it's set up correctly, and then educate you on how your annuity is performing and give you your options for the future. Obviously, your first option is to stay the course with the annuity. And if you like, we can review your annuity every year for free to make sure it's performing at its best. The second option is to get out of the annuity, and we have a plan that will replace the annuity that many other clients have followed. The last option is a bit of a hybrid, and that's to use your free withdrawal provision in your annuity. In the next calendar year, we can move 20% of your annuity penalty free. This option allows you to diversify away some of your funds from the annuity while still keeping a majority in that account. And we can do this without getting hit with any surrender penalties. So let's look in depth at your options to move your funds away from an unwanted annuity. The main reason most people don't move away from an underperforming annuity is the large surrender penalty. Many annuities come with a long surrender period, sometimes 10 to 15 years long. So if you are in this situation, you might want to leave your annuity, but you don't want to get hit with thousands of dollars in penalty fees. Well, I have a bad news, good news scenario for you. Look, no matter where you go, you are going to be facing surrender penalties on your current annuity. It's a reality. It's still in the surrender penalty phase. However, we offer a product that has no ties to the market and offers the potential for decent returns and if structured correctly, will give annuity holders bonuses to make up in potential earnings where those funds have been lost to the surrender penalty. I'll explain. It might be a bit confusing, but that's okay. I'll walk you through how this works. We work with a company that offers an investment that offers these features: no ties to the market, potentially decent returns. It's where ultra wealthy and big banks have invested in an asset for decades. The current offer on this product is an estimated 77% return. And again, no ties to the stock market or real estate market. So if a suitable investor decided they wanted to place funds with this investment, say $100,000, their estimated return on the investment would be $177,000, or again, a 77% estimated return. Now, let's say instead someone with a long term surrender penalty with an annuity wanted to invest. Their problem is that if they surrender their 100K annuity, it would probably only be worth about $90,000. And they don't want to lose that $10,000 to surrender charges. Well, here's how we deal with that. Remember, this investment has a 77% estimated return, so $100,000 has an estimated return of $177,000. Well, with an annuity surrender, we can work this plan so that the remaining 90,000 on the surrender value will also get that exact same estimated return of 177, the exact same amount as if another client came to the table with 100,000 cash. The client with the annuity surrender at 90,000 is getting the same purchasing power as somebody else with 100,000 cash. So yes, the client is surrendering the annuity, will be stuck with that $10,000 surrender charge up front, but they're actually getting the same amount of estimated return as if they had invested 100,000 cash. For many unhappy annuity holders, this plan has solved their problem on many levels. First, it allows them to get out of the annuity with bonuses that potentially take the sting out of any fees. Secondly, they will potentially see some, if not all, of their gains on this new investment sooner than they would have with a long term surrender annuity. The third, the new investment is not tied to the market, so this diversifies their money even more. Now, maybe ripping it all off like a band aid and saying goodbye to your annuity approach is a bit much for you. However, if you do want to diversify some money away from your annuity, well, this still has some valuable options. Most annuities have a free withdrawal provision. Usually, for each contract, you can transfer or withdraw 10% of an annuity every single year. So let's take a look. Let's say John Smith has a $250,000 annuity and its contract anniversary is September 1st. Well, that means Mr. Smith can transfer 10% or 25,000 today of his annuity, and then right after September 1st, depending on earnings in the annuity by the anniversary date, he can move another 10%. If the annuity made zero earnings in that year, he could move probably another 22,000. So in less than a calendar year, Mr. Smith was able to transfer around $47 to $50,000 out of his annuity absolutely penalty free, or roughly 20% of the annuity's value. Then, by working with us, he would again be able to place it in an investment that's currently offering an estimated return of 77%. So that $47,000 would now have an estimated value of $83,190. And again, without any ties to the real estate or stock market. And he would be following the lead of what ultra wealthy investors like Warren Buffett and big banks have done for decades, investing to hedge their bets against down years in the economy and the markets. So, there are your solutions to your stress and anxiety with an annuity that has long surrenders, low returns, and high fees. Here are the simple steps. First, we analyze your annuity free of charge, and we will educate you and explain how your annuity works so you can decide if it's worth keeping. Second, we will show you how you can surrender your penalty and use those surrendered funds to invest in a program with no ties to the market and where it can make potentially decent gains. And finally, we will show you how to invest in that same program in smaller amounts by using penalty free withdrawals so there won't be any charges, and how you can diversify some of your funds while keeping some of the annuity in place. Again, if you're interested in having us review your current annuity at no cost or obligation and want to discuss with us your options, feel free to click on the link below to set an appointment.